Hi, Jen. All right, still waiting on the bear, and you.
No, you're not. I'm right here. Yeehaw!
Usually, we have this now set up where you could sit down.
I was quick
Yeah, but you did not.
and got right in here. No delays because I am excited. This could quite possibly be my favorite show.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. I think it could be. We'll see how it goes.
Right. So is everybody hearing us all right? Sound off, share us.
Share us out.
Yeah,
Get going.
some
Get
viewers
going.
in here. And like I said, let me know that you're hearing us.
This is going to be a super cool show, so make sure you are sharing it to your friends, your groups, grandma, grandpa, cousin Fred. Get them all on here. They want to see this show. It's going to be fun.
All right. Thanks, Jen, for letting me know. Right? Sounding board there.
Sounding board.
The only one that answers me.
Well, that's going to take a few minutes for people to get in. How was your day? How was your
my
day?
day? My
How
day.
was your day?
It's busy every day.
It is.
That's I don't know what sitting still feels like.
Yeah.
Besides this hour.
Right. This is the only time we really get to sit
Yeah.
still. Because
Pretty
this show today, surprisingly, I don't know if we put more time into this show than any other show at this point. You know what I mean? I mean, we started as soon as we walked in, and at least I was building I built this. I don't know how well you could see it back here. I built a prop just for tonight's show.
Right.
You probably can't see it
may
too
or
well
may
back
not
there,
be able to
but
see.
it's a cool, creepy popcorn diorama.
By the end of the show, we'll have you pull it up
Yeah, we'll have to do something like that.
so everybody can see.
But we got this new YouTube channel, our Screamcraft Studio YouTube channel. So y'all go out there and like it, subscribe to it. But we did a making of the Baron and Cindy Night show.
Yes.
So it started last night with pre-production meeting down at Rio Town Pub. But pre-production
Steak dinner.
meeting, talking about what we're going to do. Last night we rewatched both movies that we're going to be talking about tonight, because tonight is movie talk. So we rewatched, for me, probably the 100th time, watching Sorority Babes at the Slime Ball Bolorama. But we watched 1 and 2. Then today we came in, building the set, making an extra prop, putting the set together, my notes, your stuff on here to make sure it's all good. We put a lot into this show, and we've been working on it all day. Even working in the shop and working in the museum. So,
Yeah, it's been a busy day.
Yeah.
A very busy day. Jen says she has subscribed to the YouTube channel.
nice. So this making of this show will air later tonight. After the show, when we get home and I can chill, get my dirty underwear and sit in the leather chair and just sit there and post it. What do you think of that?
You have fun with that.
That's pretty disturbing, isn't it? That visual?
Not really. It's a visual that usually I see, so
No, my
I don't think it's
underwear are
anything
actually,
new.
My underwear are actually clean.
Don't be lying now.
But yes, tonight we are having movie talk with my all-time favorite movie, because this movie, made back in 1988, or released in 1988, is what encouraged me, or motivated me is the better word, to start Screamcraft as a business. This movie, the actresses, the scream queens that appeared in this movie is what got Screamcraft going.
With your screenplays.
Yes, I started out making screenplays. It morphed into, oh my goodness, everything. Photography studio, the characters we have.
It didn't morph into all that till after we were together.
Oh yeah, no, it took off when you and I got together. It was Screamcraft when I was just writing
Your plays.
screenplays.
Yeah.
Then we started Screamcraft magazine. We took it out on the road at conventions. I got to meet Linnea Quigley, who's a star in this movie, Brink Stevens, who's a star in this movie. But that's what got really this going. And then, like I said, it just morphed into, you know, the oddity shop, the museum, the photography studio, our characters, the
yeah.
magazine,
Everything.
promotions and events. So thank you to Urban Classics and Titan Productions, director David Dakota, excuse me, David Dakota, for putting this thing together. Because I don't know if I would have done this if it wasn't for that.
Well, that I don't know.
I don't know either. So that's what the show is about tonight. It's going to be exciting.
Jen says her all-time fave movie is The Crow.
The Crow, good movie, definitely.
Right.
But tonight we're going to talk about, and hopefully everybody that chimes in here and gets on here live with us, actually watch the movie, so it'll make it much more fun. I did share this out.
Hi, Reese.
Hello, Reese. How are you? I hope you're well.
Am I gonna deal with that all night?
All night long. I'm excited.
Apparently.
I'm excited.
Usually I'm the one that's excited.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's like you can't keep me sitting still. Now it's you.
yeah. I'll be bouncing.
Where you're like, ooh, I got
But
my...
I did share it. I shared the announcement of the show to Brink Stevens and Linnea. But I'm only on Linnea's fan page, so I don't know if she'll actually see it. I do know that Brink saw the post and she liked the comment. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if Brink shows up tonight and starts commenting?
The
on
Baron and his crushes.
I'll lose my shit. But no, I met her. I met her at one of the cons. She signed our big banner that's up in our office. She signed a picture. Linnea signed a picture. I met Linnea in Toronto when we were producing the magazine, and I took it out there and met her out there and talked to
I don't
Linnea.
think I met her. I think I was stuck at the table.
You did not go to Toronto.
I did not go to Toronto.
No.
Good thing, because I didn't remember that.
Yep. That was before the magazine wasn't started then. That was when I was pushing the screenplay. So I went to Toronto, Fangoria, when Fangoria was doing the conventions. Her and Kane Hodder were the primary guests out there. Met them both. But yeah, that was for the screenplays. But I got to interview Linnea over the phone. I still got that tape. I got the tape where we're having the
Yeah, the
conversation.
little micro tape.
Yeah,
I
little
remember
micro
those
tape,
stupid
so,
things.
Big
Surprised you
fan.
still have them. They're so
Oh,
small. You
oh.
can't keep big things
No.
and know where they are.
I'll lose so much shit.
But not these little micro
those
cassettes.
things from these folks, no. I mean, back when we were doing the magazine and screenplays and all that, the correspondence, this was all before social media, mind you. So I've got all the letters. I should have brought some of those letters from Brink, because Brink and I were talking back and forth via mail, because I really wanted to get her involved in one of the screenplays.
Yeah.
But we were poor as fuck. You know, I had no way of financing that thing. I wasn't a financial guru back then, so I just couldn't get it off the ground.
No, but you still have them.
I still have them, so if anybody's out there that wants a cool-ass movie, I've got a couple.
And chime in, guys.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to talk during this episode, because it is just us. We're not asking questions to, a guest or anything
Nope.
like that. So it's much easier for us to interact with you, which we don't normally get to do as much. So
It's just us and you tonight. Us and you.
and his movie.
And the movie. But to make it more engaging and fun, I want you guys to chime in. Even if you haven't seen the movie, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about some of the excuse me.
Really?
Yeah. It's this water I'm drinking.
Yeah.
It's kind of brownish and it's kind of like
You need a straw.
yeah, it's the water. No, we're going to be talking about the movie, which, again, Sorority Babes at the Slime Ball.
Bolorama. Your favorite movie.
No,
Spit it out.
I thought I said it Slime Ball at, which a lot of people do. It's Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bolorama #1. The 1988 release, a cult classic, directed by David Dakota.
Which I keep letting you say that because I'll never say it right.
hopefully I'm saying it right. I mean, that's how I always pronounced it, so that's the way I'm always going to pronounce it. Unless David comes on here and tells me differently.
Otherwise.
Yes, which I don't know how he would tell me otherwise because we can't hear you, but I could
But
see.
you could do
He could
the
pop
spell
on
it
here.
out.
Yeah.
Phonics.
He could pop on there and say, dude, you're pronouncing my last name wrong. But I don't think I am, but, I'm not always right. Surprisingly, I'm not always right. I know that's a shock to you. I know.
Yeah.
But Sorority Babes, the first one, takes place at a sorority.
Aw, thanks, Reese. We're totally fantastic.
Takes place in whatever town. I'm sure out in Hollywood somewhere, being that that's pretty much where it was made, I do believe.
No.
No?
That'd be incorrect.
Oh, tell me, you did a lot of
I
research.
believe it was Indiana, Illinois,
Oh, shit.
somewhere. Hang on, let me double
Oh.
check those facts.
Whoa.
As to where it was filmed.
But it takes place throughout a sorority and a bowling alley. A group of pledges, a couple pledges, Brink and Michelle Bauer, are pledging for the sorority. So they have to do all this stuff. They get spanking, they get doused with shaving cream. The shower scene is like phenomenal. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it out there. It was phenomenal. But then some lowly teenaged angst, I guess they might have been, I don't think they were with a fraternity. I don't think they were cool enough to be in a fraternity. But they go spying on them. They get caught. And I'm just doing a brief synopsis here.
it was in California, so you were right there. Look, I don't know this type of stuff. This is like,
Well, I know you looked up a lot of stuff, so we had some
so it
interesting
was like-
trivia.
not the thing for me. Yeah, because
Yeah.
of the movie takes place basically in a mall where the bowling alley is supposedly located,
Yeah.
but technically the bowling alley is nowhere near a mall
Right.
or in a mall.
Right. So they all have to go. The main sorority sisters tell the pledges and the three dweebs that got busted spying on the girls showering and all that stuff. They all have to go into this bowling alley, break into it, and steal a trophy. That's how they get into the sorority. They do that. Unbeknownst to them, when they go into the bowling alley, the trophy they decide to steal was hiding an evil imp, Uncle Impy.
Uncle Impy.
Uncle
Well,
Impy.
let's back up because since you're going like there, so during the sorority, this is when we meet some of the actors
Yes.
and their characters. So let's start there in the sorority. So like Babs, who's the main.
She's the what would you call that? The sorority.
I don't know. I've never
head of-
belonged to a sorority.
Yeah, she's the main sorority chick.
Yeah.
Let's call her
She's
that.
in charge.
The main sorority chick is Babs, who's actually on the poster. That's her right there. That's Babs.
We'll be Vanna today.
Yeah, there we go. Then you got Rhonda. Rhonda was one of the other sorority chicks.
Yep.
And then Frankie was the third sorority chick. Okay?
Yeah.
And remember later as we go into this description of the movie, Frankie, remember that name. It plays an important role of what happens to her later in the movie. Okay, so we got those three.
Those three. Well, and then you've got the pledges,
Yes, the two pledges, Brink Stevens
which is
as
Taffy.
and Michelle Bauer, Lisa.
Yes.
Okay, so we got that set group of.
Yep, in the beginning.
Yep.
I don't know how many of the guys you put on there, but
Well, we've got Hal Havens, who was in so many of these movies. He did at least a few with Linnea Quigley and Brink. So Hal Havens is in this. He plays Jimmy, which, by the way, Jimmy's head is up on the popcorn machine.
right.
We had him inside the popcorn machine when I built
But
the
his
set.
fat head is in the way.
But my big old head was in the way. So we put Jimmy, Hal Havens' head up there because he does have his head removed from his shoulders during the movie. So he's one of the other. Again, I don't think they were a fraternity.
No, the nerds. They're
Yeah,
the nerds.
yeah, I don't
but they
think
were
they're
all
cool
in the
enough.
beginning of the movie.
Yes. So you got Jimmy. You had Calvin. And I don't remember the other guy's name, but there's a third guy. Don't remember his name. I don't know if I put it on my cheat notes over there. I probably didn't. But a fantastic
Well,
character.
Calvin was Andrus Jones.
Okay.
And who was the other one you said?
Well, you had Jimmy, which is Hal Havens. I don't know what his name was. That's the thing. So you got Jimmy.
Keith.
Keith, yes. Keith was, I think Keith
So
was the other
John Stewart Wildman.
John Stewart Wildman. Okay, so you got those three guys. So those are your key characters. Besides, let's not step ahead of ourselves.
No, we will get there.
Really?
So back this bus
Oh.
up. Finish where you are. I just needed to get those characters as to where we were.
I was so excited to
Oh,
talk
you're
about
always.
it.
I know.
Okay, so
We're not there.
I already mentioned how they got into the situation.
Yes.
They were spying on the girls, taking a shower. They got busted.
Now they're
Babs.
gonna go with them.
Yeah, Babs sends them to the bowling alley to steal a trophy, so the girls can get into the sorority. That's their
Yes.
final test.
That's their final task.
They break into the sorority, or they break into the.
Sorry.
They break in to
The bowling alley.
the bowling alley to steal the trophy. And what is in the trophy that they decide to steal?
How about we back that up again?
Oh my God.
'Cause
Okay.
This is what I do. So while they're there to steal the trophy,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. While they're there, before they find the trophy,
there we go.
they find Linnea, aka Spider.
Spider.
Spider is there. She is a delinquent hoodlum robbing the place. So, now you found an interesting tidbit of information on Linnea. Why she loved this movie. Do you remember what you said?
Well, not that why she loved it, but it was like one of her favorites because it was one of the very few that she did not have to get naked.
Yes. Which,
And she
from-
got to choose her part.
Oh, did she?
She did.
She got to choose it.
David
Dakota?
wanted Dakota wanted to work with her so bad that he said she could choose which character she wanted to be.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I think she did well at that one.
Yeah. So they run into her. She's breaking into the cash register. The group finds her. So they have their little squabble. And they go off searching for the trophy.
Aha, okay, see, we're moving. Yeah, we got
Okay.
this.
So, and you guys can interject. If
They're very,
I-
very quiet.
If I miss something, let me know. If something doesn't make sense to you, let me know.
Right,
If you have a tidbit of information, chime in.
right. Or if you've watched it.
Yeah.
Let us know what
that
you thought.
Watched it. So they go out. They find the trophy. They get it. I'm not going to go into absolute every detail because we don't want to ruin the movie for those that haven't watched it. But there's an imp, Uncle Impy.
Listen, you're not ruining anything. This came out in 1988. If they haven't watched it by now.
Well, they might not have known about it, so I don't want to do all the spoilers. So we're going to leave some
okay.
things fresh.
Okay.
But Uncle
Fresh.
Impy, he's a awesome little impy, played by none other than Ducky Flyswatter.
I know. What kind of name is that?
I don't know. I'd love to know the backstory on that.
Yeah.
But he's the voice of Uncle Impy, the imp,
The
which
imp.
the European release of the movie was literally called The Imp. Okay. The U.S. release was what we pretty much all know and love, Sorority Babes. Okay. So the imp comes out, and he's, in true fashion, I guess, of an imp, he gives them all a wish.
Oh, hold on. We got.
True fashion, I guess. So you're messing with things.
I'm always messing with things. Shh, it's okay.
You done messing with things?
I am.
Okay. So
Maybe not, but you
the
know.
imp comes out and he offers everybody a free wish. Right off the bat, Calvin and Spider want nothing to do with this. They don't trust the dude, the imp. The other ones all wish for things that all go bad. Okay?
Yep,
All
I'm
go
with
bad.
you.
So we'll stop right there and discuss essentially what went so bad. All right, so with an imp giving you, or sometimes some certain genies will give you a wish, but it has, what's that word? I'm looking for?
Consequences.
Consequences. So Jimmy wanted gold. He wanted all the gold in the world. So he got a big pile of gold. Gets the gold, he's happy, he thinks he's set for life. It turns into wood. Gold painted wood. So you got where I'm going with. All the wishes go south. Again, I don't want to do all the spoilers.
No.
So that's kind of what happened with all the other ones with their wishes. They went bad.
They went bad.
They went really bad.
But see now, did you? You're getting ahead of yourself because you got notes over there. So because you got the Tri Delta sorority thing. Did you say that already, or was
Yeah.
I busy watching
Yeah.
them?
Don't worry about my notes.
Hey,
Okay.
I gotta look at the notes.
Just because the notes go in a certain order means nothing. Okay? You got to go with the
I just
flow.
wanted to make sure because I didn't want to go back to the sorority thing, even though that was all wrong too, according
What?
to the records that I have.
What was wrong?
The Tri Delta sorority, because there's like, what did I say? Three different.
Well,
two
that's
other
the thing.
different
Yeah.
things.
The symbols on the front of the sorority was, it was probably a real sorority that they
Yeah,
borrowed.
it was pi something.
Yeah. And then the paddle that they used, you
Was
definitely want to see
another.
the paddle used. That was the symbols that were on the paddle were a whole different sorority. But that's okay. It's a B movie. We're not looking for perfection.
Nope.
So yeah, but they were the what were they called? The Tri-Deltas, the Delta Feltas, as the boys would call them.
Right.
Um,
The sorority is Tri Delta,
Mhm.
Delta Delta Delta,
Mhm.
but the paddle is Beta Theta Pi,
Beta, Theta, Pi.
and the actual sorority was Pi Chi Omega.
Damn.
So all over the map on that one.
Yes.
Okay, let me get back here.
So
I got this.
Like I said, everything goes bad. There's consequences. Now the killing starts. All the killing. So we're just going to talk about, obviously not going into every detail. We'd be here all freaking night. But I just want to go over the list of kills. So there's some pretty cool kills.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a B movie person, I have an appreciation for some of them. This is one of them out of, a lot that you've had me watch.
1,000.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
most were not good.
Yeah.
This one I do enjoy. This
cool.
is one that, I do not have a problem with watching. It makes a little more sense. Yeah, it's got its quirky goofiness,
But that's the charm of it.
Yeah.
That's the charm. This
which,
one's
like I
got
said,
a lot of
I'm
charm
okay
to
with
it.
that. There's
Yep.
certain things when you get too stupid, absolutely not.
So I'm going to go through all the kills, and you're going to tell me what your favorite one was. How's that?
Sure.
Okay. So we had the ball polisher. Jimmy. Okay. Jimmy gets his head ball polished. The bowling ball polisher. Okay. Pulled apart. Stretch Armstrong. Okay.
That was Brink.
That was
Taffy.
Brink. Taffy.
Which is funny. Get it? Fold apart.
Yeah. Pulled apart.
That's what you do with taffy.
You pull it
You
apart.
pull taffy.
I never got that reference till just now. What the hell? Mind blown. Wow.
And look at what we're doing.
That was nuts. Okay, I got a totally new appreciation for that kill scene.
There you go.
The face, deep fried face. Now, does that have any significance I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Not that I'm getting.
Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail burning. Let's see. The car crash, which that was kind of confusing because they didn't show who was in there. Rhonda was in the car when she turned into a demon.
Yeah.
And the car flips, crashes. Calvin gets out, survives. But we're not really sure if Rhonda died. Because they said once the imp was trapped, everything was released.
The magic was gone.
Magic was released. So did she die? She probably died. I'm sure she died. The butcher knife.
Hi, Tina.
Well, hello, Tina.
Ribbons.
The butcher knife scene.
I'm feeling really red today.
She's very red and black today.
Right?
I just got a dark cloud of black over me with a little bit of red.
Right.
But I just got a dark cloud of black. Even though I'm very excited because we're movie talk on my favorite movie of all time, Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bolorama.
And as if he didn't talk all the time anyways. Now he's excited about it.
I got a lot to say.
Well,
I
yeah,
got a lot
you do.
to say.
So where we car crash?
Yeah,
we think
the car crash,
we think she's dead. We know
butcher
she's
knife, the big paddle. Now the paddle that they used in the sorority when they paddled Taffy's and Lisa's butts. When the main sorority girls are turned into demons by the imp in the bowling alley, Babs has all of a sudden this S&M black with silver studs, big old huge whack-a-mole.
That was in the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm starting to get 1 and 2 or the
Right.
remake confused.
So there was a kill scene with the big paddle. And then I think the final one is the axe. The axe was a good one. So there was an axe head removal as well. So those were the kill scenes. Try to refresh your memory of who belonged to each of those kill scenes.
I know who each. You know, there's just not a favorite as far as like that stood out. Maybe in the second one, yes, but the first one, they each have their own. It's nothing stands above the other.
Really?
Yeah, because they make sense. You know, like it pulled apart. That's funny. The taffy. You know, yeah, it's a clever thing. But it wasn't like really gory or stood out.
It's not a gory movie
You know,
at all.
yeah, no, not at all. There's not a lot of gore at all.
No, because they really don't show some of these. You know, they kind of, you see what's about to
Insinuate.
happen and insinuate. Except for the face deep fry. They showed that.
Right, for 80s.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah, I don't know which one would have been my favorite either.
That's what I said, because they all had their own. They were all kind of on a level playing field. It wasn't like, oh my God, that one was cool.
Yeah. You know, but now because you brought into the picture of Taffy being pulled apart, I think that's probably my favorite kill scene.
Same with if you go into the whole Frankie situation when I asked
Yes.
you about that.
Yes. Okay, so we talked about a little bit of that in the beginning. So Frankie, the other sorority girl, when she gets turned into a demon by the imp, he turns her into the Bride of Frank. Hence her name is Frankie. So he turns
So
her
another
into
correlation.
Yeah. So she's running around, running around with the white gown,
Which I
the
didn't
big
get
hair.
at first. You had to actually literally point that out,
Yeah.
Frankie.
Yeah, exactly. So
I was
that's-
like, why did they use Bride of Frank in here?
Exactly. Her
What
name's
is going
Frankie,
on?
so why not? So that was a pretty cool character once they got her developed. She actually did a good job with that. I liked how she did that. Because then she just didn't go
She had
around
the
hissing.
mannerisms, yeah.
Yeah, she would hiss like the Bride of Frankenstein would.
Really?
It's that water.
Mm.
But
What about quit drinking Sewer's water?
I just loved when yeah, right. When she's running around the bowling alley chasing Taffy Taffy, Taffy. You have to see it to appreciate it, I think. So those were your kills.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? I want some questions
No,
fired
you
in
know,
here.
we don't have a huge viewing right now.
What?
We've been steady at around 4.
4?
Yeah.
Where?
Surprising.
What is
Normally
going on?
we're at least at 10. But
I'm not going to say another word until we got double figures in
you
here.
good luck with that.
I'm going to sit here and drink my dirty water.
We don't have all night, by the way. Because then I'll become hangry, and nobody wants Cindy to be hangry.
I know. We had this great idea today. We're going to take a pause from the movie. We had this great idea last night. We wanted to make... We kind of eat like crap lately.
Always.
Because we're always on the go.
Busy.
So last night we decided, all right, after we go have our steak dinner for the pre-production meeting over at Rio Town Pub, we need to get some fresh vegetables and fruit. We'll make some good sandwiches for lunch while we're here at the shop. So she put all that together for an early lunch. We had the fruit and the cheese and crackers. It was wonderful. And then later on, we're going to make up the sandwiches, chicken sandwiches.
Yes.
We forgot the bread. We forgot the bread.
But you know, now that
Oh,
it's always like hindsight. We could have used the crackers
yeah.
with the chicken, but
Yeah.
we had it with the cheese.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. So, yeah.
But we could have, because that's my favorite way actually to see. Here's a tidbit of Cindy. For tuna, I like actually eating it with crackers
Yes.
more than I do
Yes.
on bread.
I got to agree with that. That is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crackers and tuna fish. That's tasty. And because we're so hungry right now,
Everything.
that sounds really freaking good.
Everything sounds good.
Oh,
And I'll
man.
probably just get McDonald's.
Oh, God.
I know, right? Start to eat healthy. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful. Okay. Now, this was, I loved
Yeah, but there's still nothing better than French fries and tartar sauce. Even
At
though people
McDonald's.
think they're weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good, though. They got good tartar sauce. And she's a tartar sauce snob.
I am.
McDonald's is about the only tartar sauce that she likes. She'll go into the fanciest restaurant. They got like a fish dinner. Does that come with tartar sauce?
I
Why,
have to
yes, it
taste
does.
it.
And then she's like, is it made with Miracle Whip? Because she does not like the sweetness and nastiness of Miracle Whip. It has to be made with real freaking mayonnaise.
That's why it's hard for me to like most, or unless I make it myself.
Yes.
But surprisingly, McDonald's.
So don't take her out to dinner and let her order anything that requires tartar sauce. It's
Or
going to go
coleslaw.
badly. Or coleslaw. Or just about anything else.
No, that has mayo in it,
Yeah.
or supposed to have mayo in it.
Yeah. Yeah. If they put Miracle Whip on your burger.
Oh,
shit.
nope, it goes right back.
Oh, shit. Shit.
I
Now,
can't.
Here was another interesting, and I loved this tidbit because I love this band. And I never, listening to that particular song from this band, I'm With Stupid by Static X, during the song and at the end of the song, there is a clip from this movie from Linnea. Yeah, that was stupid. And it's freaking Linnea on that Static X track. I love that song. And I always thought that was cool how they had, I just thought it was some chick from the band, or it's just some voiceover person they got to do that.
Right.
I
They literally just took it from
Yeah,
the
it was
movie.
taken from the movie, and it's freaking awesome. So I love that song even more now.
Right.
So that was a cool piece of trivia that I'll hang on to forever.
Right. So I know you. I think you left out the janitor guy.
Mm-hmm. I did want to talk about him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buck Flowers. Well, a good little tidbit with that is that the janitor tells a story of a man named Dave McCabe. So you got to watch the movie to hear that story. But apparently, this was the director's alternate name when he directed adult films.
Really?
Yep.
That is fascinating.
See?
So David Dakota, who was the director,
Yep.
went by
Dave McCabe.
Dave McCabe, when he
Did adult films.
ha, that's
Directed
hilarious.
adult films.
That's what I love about when you find a movie that you really like, is going back and finding all these tidbits of history on it. But Buck Flowers, he's been in a lot of movies. You probably won't recognize the name unless you're a really aficionado of B movies from the 80s, 90s. He's been in a lot of movies. Always kind of plays that same character, but he's the janitor, and he's funnier than hell in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. It's
He
hilarious.
does the play on words.
Yeah, play on words because
with
he's deaf. He's got to
Spider.
play with his
So it's
hearing
kinda fun.
aid. So that scene inside the janitor's closet with Spider and Calvin, when they're trying to explain to him what's actually happening out there, their friend's getting killed. Classic, beautiful scene. Love
Right.
it. So I do love the janitor. Did he have a name in that movie? Do you remember, or was he just the janitor? I think it was just the janitor.
That's a good question.
I bet it's just the janitor. I'm going to put my money on that. What do you guys think? Those of you that are in here. Yeah,
Yep, just
the janitor.
the janitor.
Okay. But when you see him, you'll say, oh, yeah, I know that guy. I know that guy.
Well, you got one viewer, dude,
Wow.
at the moment.
Wow.
Nobody wants to talk to me.
No,
Or you.
I really thought that people would, one, love the movie talk, and love an old 80s cult classic. Which now, we don't put a lot of weight into how many viewers we have live. Because
Yes.
even with us, we watch a lot of
Even
our
though we
friends.
love when you guys are live with
Yes.
us because we can interact
Yes.
and have a more enjoyable hour that we're on.
Yeah. But it's tough because a lot of our friends that are across the country, they do their live feeds. We can't watch them live because we're working, we're somewhere, so we get it. So we don't put a lot of weight
Or
on
it's past my bedtime.
how many's in there. It's over the next 2 weeks is what we track, like a 2-week period. Typically, again, it depends on who the guest is or what we're talking about, but typically within the first couple weeks, we'll have anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 viewers, which I'm okay with. We haven't been doing this terribly long.
Well, like I said, I think what we need to do as well is to maybe get a survey out there, and out of the shows that we do, ask what their favorites are. Do they want to see more guests? Do they want to see more movie reviews? Do they want to see just us?
Yeah.
Talking about rando.
I do like doing the movies, personally, just because, one, I like.
That's your passion.
Yeah, it's what I'm comfortable with. Sometimes you'll get a guest on, especially if they don't talk much, and you got to squeeze things out of them.
Yeah,
which
but you
doesn't
talk
happen
enough, so it's all good.
often. Right.
We don't have that problem, really.
But yeah, we'll maybe put out some feelers to see what everybody likes and
Right.
dislikes.
What they want to see us actually do? What gets them excited to come in and watch us?
I think just looking at this should be exciting enough for them. That's how I feel. I mean, how could you not? How could you not?
Don't let your feelings get hurt now.
Oh, yeah. So, we go into the end of this movie. Okay.
Okay,
You've got your hero and your
we're going.
heroine. Heroine?
Heroine.
Heroine. I just don't
I know it
sound
doesn't
right.
sound right, but it's right.
Which is Calvin and Spider, aka Linnea Quigley. They ride off to the sunset.
And don't let him fool you. He just likes the nudie scenes.
Yeah, my favorite scene in here was in the locker room. Michelle Bauer tearing the shit out of old what's his face. I don't remember what his name was. I wasn't paying attention to that dude because Michelle was demonized by the imp.
Hi, Matt.
Well, hello, Matt.
Have you guys watched Slime Ball Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl or Ramma? That's a
Good
long,
God, woman, you abused that.
I know. No, I thought I
Glad you
said it
could
right.
make it. Yeah, that's okay. You're here. That's good.
And I get it because I miss your guys' live feeds all the time.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. Most of the time, we got to go in and rewatch stuff.
Yeah.
which
So we do watch your guys'
that's
stuff.
where we get most of our views is the replays. So we'll have like anywhere from like today sucks. But within the first week we'll have 1,000
Hi,
viewers
arcane
or
expressions.
but because we also we're in different time zones with a lot of our viewers, shit, they're still at work, or they're just getting out of work. Or like some of them, they're at work and they go hide in the closet to watch some of it.
Oh yeah, which is usually scurvy.
Yes.
What does No We Have Bot?
No, we have what?
Bot.
No, we have bot. No, we have bot. What is a bot? A robot? Oh, they got bots watching. So they're not really watching
They're not
us.
really watching
They've got
us.
a bot. Oh, shameful.
Oh, that's it.
Shameful.
Making a trip now.
Yeah.
Coming down there to set you guys straight.
So this is movie talk. Tonight is movie talk. Our movie, she had just tore the shit out of
Now
it.
I got it right.
Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama, 1988 cult
Well, you
classic.
got it first time.
Well, yeah.
Well, you did in the first time.
Featuring, starring Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens, Michelle Bauer, Hal Havens, Buck Flowers, and of course we cannot forget Ducky Flyswatter as the voice of the imp. So, we just went
Yep.
through the whole movie, so we're not going to go
You're
through
gonna
it
need to
again.
contact him and figure out where this Ducky Fly Swatter came from.
Yeah. So we just got through number one. The end of the movie, they ride off into the sunset, and we go into number two. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama 2. Two.
Which is not as good as the first one, as
Well,
per usual.
Yeah.
But there were
yeah.
pluses.
It's really hard to take a cult classic and try to top that in modern day. So you
Yes.
got, back in 1988 when that was made, it's got its charm. It's,
Yeah, but number 2 was done in 91.
No, number two was done in 2022.
Was it?
Yes.
See what I know? I don't know nothing.
No, you were thinking of that other one we were looking at, sorority something. Remember? We were like, what the hell is that? It was
Yeah,
almost
because
the
it had
same.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, so that was 1991. I think it was a ripoff of this. We never saw that one, so we don't know. But number two takes place at the sorority that apparently was, what's that word I'm looking for? Not jinxed, cursed by Spider. For whatever reason, Spider cursed that sorority. So it just takes place, it's the same storyline.
Pretty much, yeah.
New pledges coming in, the current sorority sisters, putting them through the ringer of trying to become it. You got the little pervy college kids that are spying on them, the three college nerds that spying on them, they get busted. But what we did like about it, the two sorority girls, I can't remember what their names were. Did I put that down?
Oh, probably not.
I thought I did. Did I? I gotta check my notes over here because there's so many names. No, I didn't. But
You got director,
yeah,
and then you got Auntie
Well-
Snape.
yeah. Let's start with there. Brink Stevens directed this number two, which has an entirely different feel, which it would because
Matt says
1988.
anything trauma or street trash. I have a lot of those on original VHS.
Oh, that's good
So
stuff.
see, you two will get along
Yeah,
great.
I love Trauma. Yeah, I love them.
Well, like I said, going back since he was not here when we were talking about it, is most B movies I can't handle.
Mm-hmm.
This is one that I can.
Yeah, probably because you've seen it so many times now.
No. I just don't like when it's so far-fetched and so stupidly comedic that it makes no sense to me.
I can generally work with that as long as it's at least well made within the budget they had. So some of them, like especially today, some of the low budget B movies are so I can't even watch them. They're just so horribly done. There's no charm to it. At least back then when they made a movie, you didn't have a lot of I don't know, people making films on their phone and that type of
Yeah,
quality.
that's really bad.
so-
but even back then, though, still, it's like, it does surprise me how many more, it's probably the internet. I'm going to blame it on the internet. Right now. You heard it.
Yeah.
Right here. That, back then, it seemed like even if they were bad actors, they could still act somewhat.
Yeah.
Now it's like you watch it because you're so used to the high quality of good movies.
Yeah, that's
And you get these people that now, if they're bad acting, it is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. And my thought was to, if you're going to make, especially like, say you're going to make a zombie movie, you don't have a big budget.
Right.
Okay, I get it, totally get it, support it, love it. But at least if it's a zombie movie, people are there to see cool zombies. At least put your money
In the special
in
effects.
the makeup effects for good zombies.
Right.
Nothing will kill. You could have the greatest, and I've seen this. They actually got a good plot. Acting not too bad, but man, they got this.
The rest
oh
looks
my
like
God, the
doo-doo.
makeup is like I can't
Like
even
shit.
watch it.
It's not good.
Can't even watch it.
So Matt says, like early Peter Jackson, Dead Alive, Bad
Oh.
Taste, Meet the Feebles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Febbies. Febbles?
Thumbs up on all those. Bad Taste was
We make trash on purpose.
yeah.
Well,
Good movies.
and like I said, back in the 80s, the trash is way better than the trash
Yes, yes. Because even that, back then they would make a bad movie, a trashy movie, on film.
now. Yeah. Which, Matt, have you seen Bride of Frank?
Oh,
Let me know if you've seen that. I know. See, the best movie ever, only because you don't forget.
Yeah.
You will never forget this movie.
Horribly made.
Horrible.
Horribly made.
Horrible.
But you will remember it.
never
for a
forget it.
lifetime. Yeah. So.
Like, ever.
Yeah. So. Do yourself a favor, or maybe not do yourself
Right.
a favor, and find this movie. You can still find it out there
Oh,
somewhere,
yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
So we got to backtrack a little bit. We're getting a little far away from where we started here. We're going into.
Matt says, hang on.
Okay.
Hurricane says, just shared your live in my page. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Matt says, we were making trash movies in the 80s.
Yes.
I have. He has seen it.
Oh, he did.
Okay,
see
so
it?
what did you think of Bride of Frank?
That was bad. Oh my God.
But it was
And
like
it-
a train wreck.
Oh yeah,
it was
you had
like
to watch
that.
it.
Yeah,
you watched
had
it all
to
the way
watch
through.
it.
Yeah, because it was just so ridiculous.
Right. Like, what could they do next?
Yeah.
What could be any more disturbing?
Disturbing. Yes, perfect word. Disturbing.
Literally. See, now we're off track. Because
Yes.
now we're on a whole
Let me
different
get back
movie.
on track here. Feel free to pop in your answers to things. We can
Yeah.
always get sidetracked again. We're fine with that.
Yes.
We do it all the time. So the newest version, Sorority Babes #2, released last year. It was done by Full Moon Productions. Full Moon Films.
Which I love.
Love Full Moon. I actually sent them some of my scripts back when I was making them.
Oh, and you still love them and they didn't take your films?
Well, that's the thing. They liked them, but because I was unrepresented, that's what I always got back was, well, we can't take unsolicited, which I get, totally get. But they liked them. Brink liked them. She wanted to be involved in one of them. I love that. Maybe one day when I win the lotto, I'll produce it myself.
Right.
Finance produce it.
Find investors.
Have Brink direct it. Get Lene in there
like
somewhere.
he's trying to get all of his Scream Queens in. here.
I do. I grew up with them. So #2 came out last year, directed
Matt
by
says,
Brink
I remember
Stevens.
Grindhouse theaters. They were amazing. I do
Yes.
like Grindhouse too.
I do. I like the look of the Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Freddie Rodriguez, his new one, the new Grindhouse. Of course, the originals back in the 70s.
And see,
Super
I don't
cool.
have bad taste. Like I said, some of the movies that he made me watch was just really bad. No, don't even.
What?
Don't think I can't see you. Mm-mm. Full Moon is amazing. Dollman, Demonic Toys,
Yes.
Warlock, Bloodstone.
Yes.
So many good stuff. Yeah.
So many good. I mean, I've got a library of them.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I replaced, not sadly, they took up a lot of space. We had a huge VHS collection. But I did make sure I kept these two. One, because Brink signed my Imp which is the European version of Sorority Babes, and I got the Sorority Babes VHS. But I replaced pretty much all the other ones. I got a stack of ones that I always wanted to keep.
Yeah, we have very few
But,
VHS.
Yeah, we replaced them with the Blu-rays and the CDs and all that because just space. It took up so much space. So, but I do love
and
VHS.
you know, unlike vinyl, I don't think VHS is making a comeback.
No, there's just a certain group of collectors that still collect them. The one guy that I follow quite a bit on YouTube now because I love his videos, Tampa J. Love
Sure.
this guy. Love his videos. Kind of inspired
I'm not
us
on
to.
there.
Huh?
I said, I'm not on there.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Tampa J.
Uh-huh.
He does video. He goes to conventions. You know, does his vlogging and whatnot. So I love what he does. But he collects VHS. He still collects. So it's that small group of collectors that still love and search out VHS of their favorite movies. And they want the original ones. They want the original clamshell.
Yeah, not the remade, you know, out there, let's
Yeah,
make
it's-
money because people want
Yeah, it's
VHS
been
again.
redistributed. A different distributor picked it up,
Yeah.
repackaged it. No, they want the original ones, which I can appreciate that. I'd probably do the same thing. If a certain movie came out and I saw it in VHS somewhere, I might pick it up maybe. We'll see.
No.
Okay,
No.
so now we
We
got to
don't
go
need any
back
more
into
collections.
number 2.
Number 2.
We don't have to go in depth with it because it's the same exact storyline.
Yeah.
Just
Same
done
plot.
a little differently, modernized. There's 2 main sorority girls that put the other sorority girls, 3 of them.
Which I love. The 2 main sorority girls that
They're
are the
funny.
head, they're funny.
They're funny and shit. Yeah, I did enjoy them.
Yeah, they made it like move along.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like, oh my God, these 2 are just like, you know, your typical, you know,
Yeah.
sorority girls thinking they're boss.
Yeah.
You know, they actually had some character.
Very, very good character development with them. Good comedy with them.
Dude, really?
What?
Matt says, I have so many I would totally sell, I'm assuming. I have over 4,000
What?
VHS tapes.
How do you
Why?
display? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
What?
And why?
well, I get the why. The why is not.
Oh, no, I don't get the why.
I got ridiculous amounts of things that I understand the why, but how? How do you have the room? One, if you display them, if you have them all out, or are they all in tubs and storage units?
Dude, but you think about it, if you sell the VHS, which is what some people want, so you're going to sell it for more than what you bought it for, and then you can replace it with the DVD, you still make money.
Oh yeah, you definitely make money selling those. Go to a con. Your entire booth
Take the
is
whole-
4,000 videos. Even if you sold them for $1 a piece,
Oh, hell no.
you walk
Why
out with
would you-
$4,000.
No.
No, I'm just saying if.
Uh-uh.
You know, I mean, you're not getting a lot of money, even with collectors.
Really?
For
He says
VHS.
keeping them. I build shelves with them. Which is a great idea because you think about it, all the titles and they make like this really neat like display.
Yes. Okay, so back to number 2.
Yes,
let me
because
finish
we are
this.
close to our
I know,
hour.
let me finish this.
No, you don't.
Kelly Mulroney is in this one. She plays Auntie Snake. She is the sister of Spider. So she's like the house mother for the sorority.
Which I loved her explanation on why her name was Snake and her sister's name was Spider.
Which was what?
That they were basically given birth to in a zoo.
Okay. So that all makes sense. I was a little confused. See, I thought as we were going into this that, what's her name? Bitsy, the other sorority
Yeah.
girl. She plays the same type of character as Spider from number 1. I thought for sure that Bitsy was the daughter of Spider
Which
and
would
Calvin.
make sense because
That
the
totally
itsy
makes
bitsy
sense.
spider.
Yes, that's what I was planning on, but it turns out it is not. It's Snake, and I don't know who the father was. Maybe it was Calvin. I don't know what happened there. I didn't understand
Well,
that
then
part.
Calvin be like getting all busy.
Yeah, because
Sisters.
apparently Spider after, the movie. She ended up in prison. She's making license plates. But what happened to Kelvin, I'm not sure. I guess maybe I missed it, but so it's the same storyline as the first one, just done differently. The kill scenes were, the kill scenes kind of reminded me of the Bride of Frank kill scenes because they did things literally.
Yes.
The candy wrapper. This dude, one of his wishes was to be a rapper. He wanted to be a rapper. So
well known or famous or whatever he said.
So the imp, okay, you are a rapper. He made him into a candy wrapper. And he was eaten. So that was one of the kill scenes. So it was those type of kill scenes. You had the, we call it Lost in Space, where one of them gets shuffled out into space somewhere. I can't remember why, what the wish was that, she wanted to be
She wanted to be away from the imp. And
yes, I want to be far away from you as I can. Okay, so
don't want anything to do with
away
you.
you go out into space.
Yeah.
Flushed. The dude gets flushed. Again, I don't remember what his wish, you might remember, but he gets flushed down the toilet.
Did I miss that one?
No, we were talking about it. You just don't remember anything.
No, yes, I do. I've been doing pretty darn good.
The
flush thing, though, for some reason.
Yeah, he got flushed. He got flushed because he was hiding in the bathroom, and then one of the demons came in there, and he gets flushed down there. So all the kills are very literal to what they essentially wished for.
Yes.
We call it the ass blaster, but he wanted money. He wanted money up the ass.
His ass.
He wanted money up the ass. Lots of money. Well, he got it. He starts blasting it out, and he ends up dying from it.
Right.
So that, again, if you watch number 1, number 2 is going to be the same storyline. Again, just done differently, different characters.
A little updated. Yeah, I did not like the imp as much.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I felt like the imp in the original was more realistic, actually.
That's the difference between good practical effects. God, I can't even say it.
Right.
Which was in the first one, the imp was a practical effect. The second one, it kind of, I didn't like that. It looked like green screen, digital, whatever. I mean, however they did it, I didn't like him as much. Same character, he's funny and all that, but just the look of him threw me off.
Yeah.
But we did find out an interesting tidbit of information on the imp. His name. Do you remember what his name was? Without looking at the cheat sheet.
No, I already looked at it.
Oh, you
I already
suck.
looked at it.
Harold. Harold the imp.
Right. Who comes up with that?
Harold
It's
the
like,
imp.
you could, Rumpelstiltskin. I get that. Okay, that's like this thing that you would never guess. Harold.
Yeah, Harold. Harold is the imp. So if you guys haven't seen either one of these, I definitely highly, highly recommend
The first one.
the first one. Love it, always has. It's what motivated me to start Screamcraft. Number 2, you'll have fun with it. It's fun. But, word of caution, because this pissed me off last night. The Tubi version is edited,
Yes.
which makes no freaking sense. Because the original version, which we watched on Tubi last night, not edited, full, everything. But on number 2, and I think it's probably because, and I mentioned this last night when we were watching it, Full Moon did this one. I'm pretty sure they've got it on their subscribed channel where you got to pay for it. To get
I
the
still
full.
don't get that. To me, it's like, I'm sorry, if we do something and we put it out there, it's like, just because it's on our channel, you're not going to make somebody else pay for it on a different channel.
Well, no, they had to make their money. I get it. They have to make their money back. I get it. I just didn't like it. Cause
Yeah, but you know what? You know how you make your money? The more
What?
people that like it, the more people that see it, and the more yada yada, the more it goes out there and the more money you make. The more you sit there and tell somebody, well, you got to pay for it over here and you got to pay for it over here,
eh,
but you got to pay for this channel to see it, in its entirety.
Well, it helps
or
draw
full.
people to subscribe to that channel. So I get it.
Subscribing's fine, but
Well, that's how you get it.
have
You
to
don't-
pay out the butt for one thing you might want to see.
No, they got a lot of movies on there. There'd be, I mean, I don't know how much it is to subscribe to the Full Moon channel. We do get the Full Moon channel through Shudder, I think it is. One of those. But again, most of the movies are...
Which you pay for.
No, well, yeah, you pay for it, but most of the movies on there are in its entirety. But some of the Full Moon ones, certain ones, are shortened, edited for content. So,
Like I said, if
yeah,
I'm paying for all this crap,
you're always
quit
going to pay
making
for
me
it.
pay for more.
You're always going to pay for it.
I know, right? Pay more.
No way around it.
But anyways, so we are at 8:03.
Oh, we're over.
We are over.
We're over.
Over.
Upcoming events. What do we got?
Oh, hell. Let
October
me go.
7th.
Wait, no,
Scarecrow
because that's going to
Days.
be, you're going out of order. I need to go in order.
Oh, for God's sakes. We don't have all night here.
Yes, you do.
October 7th, Scarecrow Days in Leslie.
You're rude.
We will be out there. We will actually have a booth out there with Voodoo's World of Antiques. Let's see, Hearst Fest next weekend, next Saturday.
Yep.
We are heading out there, but it's just going to be us. We're not taking anything. We're not promoting anything.
And we're not going in character.
Nope, we're just going out there to enjoy Hearst Fest.
So, FYI,
Yes.
to anybody
Great
that
show.
watches this and wants us in character, you have to ask.
Yeah.
Or we're not coming in character.
Well, it gets tough. I mean, it's walking around all the time and just showing up sometimes. It's a lot of work.
No, but if they ask, I am more than happy
Mm-hmm.
to oblige.
So September 15th.
15th.
Hearst Fest.
16th.
Is it the 16th? Okay.
Yes.
Next Saturday.
Yes.
Hearst Fest. After that, we have
We have the Scarecrow Days on the 7th.
October 7th.
We have our live feed on the 5th with Of Virtue.
Of Virtue.
Of Virtue.
They are on their European tour right now as we speak. When they get back, Of Virtue
Will
live
be
in studio.
here.
If you haven't heard them, go on.
Check 'em out.
Check them out. Look them up on the different music stations, Pandora, whatever.
They're
on the radio.
They are a huge up and coming
Yeah.
band.
Yep, they're huge.
So
Um,
Nicole Beauchamp is on September 17th.
okay, she's the author of Haunted Bay City, Haunted Detroit, and her newest book, Haunted Pubs and Bars of Michigan. She will be on the show.
Yes. October 21st, we have the Masquerade Ball, the Michigan Masquerade Ball,
Right here.
right here. October 28th, we have A Nightmare Off Elm Street, which is also right
That's all of Rio Town.
All
We're
of
in the
Rio
Rio
Town.
Town district of Lansing. So it's like the southern end of downtown Lansing. Very historic. Big happenings on that day.
We also will have Sewer featured at Awaken all season.
Yep.
We do have a surprise coming up at some point. You'll get little snippets if you pay attention. And other than that, I think that's most everything.
I think it's it. Start of the haunt season. Going to be busy out at Awaken Haunted Attraction in Leslie. So if you're traveling around looking for haunts, come see Sewer, the rest of the gang out at
Or pay
Awaken.
attention to when Cindy will be there, or
Yeah.
the Baron, or
Cindy, yep, we'll be out there at different times. The new character that is starting to surface, you might see that particular character out there. So just stay tuned.
yeah. Pay attention.
Pay
Maybe
attention.
Maybe we'll have a quiz. No, I'm kidding.
Quiz. I'll take a test.
Right, you're all taking the test.
All right, that's all we got. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Even though it was a small crowd tonight, but that's okay. Rewatch it,
It is.
rewind it,
Rewind.
replay.
Rewind.
It's a fun show. I enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite topics. I was excited to do this, so
Absolutely. I do. I like movie reviews. I just think it's sometimes it might be a little difficult. But we'll see how it goes, and we will look for a survey. I think I am going to build a survey to see what people want to see from us.
Right here. That's all they want to see, right here.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, I'm going to say, as always, keep it real, and we will see you shortly.